As the title suggests, this is just a video of the software LiveType, which we use to do the credits for our opening. LiveType is a software for Macs that allows you to edit your text, whether it be from the font and colour or by adding animation. It allows you to change it in any way you can imagine to get the style, font and animation that you wish to have. Firstly, we had to add in the text we wanted, and in this case it was Dark Knight Productions, but we also had to add in the cast names and the crew names, but I'll mention that a bit later on in the film. Adding in text was the simple bit, but the tricky bit was next. Unlike the production company text, we wanted the credits to appear in a different way, because with the flicker of the production company text, it didn't quite have the same effect when we tried to use it for the cast and crew members' names. For the credits, we decided to go with an effect called Strange Appearance, and this was good because, as you'll see when I show the clip at the end, the text appears quite slowly and is a bit blurred, and it also has a sort of a cut through it, which creates a sense of mystery, and also the cut sort of two halves, which represents our storyline a bit. And also we had to add in a fadeaway, but we did that on Final Cut later. Once text and effects was added, we had to then choose the font. Like the production company, we didn't want to choose a really sort of wacky and wild font because we wanted to keep it very professional and sleek. We chose to go with a very basic font, but wanted to keep it in block capitals as it made everything look straight and even. When all this was out of the way, we then had to save the document, say for doing Jake's name, because we couldn't do it all in one big sequence. We had to do Jake's name, then Rosie's name, then so on and so forth. So we saved each document what name they were, and then once they were all saved, we had to move them into the image on Final Cut. And we had to move it above the image, because otherwise, obviously, if it was behind the image, you wouldn't be able to see it. And then all we had to do after that was render it and move each bits of text to the suitable places on the page where you could see it. We decided to go with a black font because although the scene is light, we wanted it to contrast with what was going on, and so the names would stand out. And going back to the bit about moving bits to suitable places, obviously if it's a black font, you can't have it on a black background because you wouldn't be able to see it. So I've just shown you how we edited the text and how we put it into Final Cut, and now it's going to be the clip of the bit of our opening where the credits appear, and I'm going to go through it and stop at various points and explain why we put the text there and why we've done the names first and stuff. As you can see, the text has a dash through it, which I like, as I mentioned previously, because it creates a good sense of separation. We chose to put Jake's name first because he is obviously the main character, and we chose to put it at the feet of the people walking because you find out a bit further on as the clip rolls on that it's the femme fatale and her boyfriend. So having Jake at their feet shows that he isn't important to them, and especially to the boyfriend, as the text is at the boyfriend's feet. Next, the words Rosie is shown, and this is because she is obviously another main character, being the femme fatale. And although the audience don't know yet, the girl's feet that are revealed there are actually hers, so it links to the image. Next, we have produced by Toby Harvey, and obviously, like bits you'll see a bit later on in this clip, where it says edited by and directed by. We've only put one name because that's what it's usually like in films, but obviously we all, like me, Rosie, Harry and Toby, all directed, edited and did a bit of everything. We decided to have this bit now because nothing significant's really happening, so it was just an ideal time to put it in. So next there's the directed by Dom Simmons. We thought this would be a good time to introduce the director as the femme fatale is revealed, as he is also very important in the process of the film. Next we have edited by Harry Nichols, and this is because we thought that it would be important to have all three key aspects of the production, e.g. the directing, the editing and the producer, all one after the other. Here we have Michael Vega, who plays the femme fatale's father. We thought it would be good to have this when Jake is in shot, as because when all is revealed, he plays a key role in Jake's life. Also, we made the text vanish as Jake walks past because it could foreshadow the future of the film. We have Gary Simmons, who plays the role of Jake's dad, appear next. We wanted to have his name here because it's when Jake is actually on his own, and as his dad is dead in the film, it could represent that a shadow or something is watching over him. Next we have Dom Simmons, and this is in the shot of the femme fatale, and this is because I play the role of the femme fatale's boyfriend. So you assume that in this scene she is texting me, however she's actually texting Jake, which makes you wonder what's going on. And finally we have the title The Unconventional Truth appear. We used it in this shot because one, we wanted to make it stand out from the shot of the phone that was quite bright, and also because in the previous shot the audience has already seen what Scarlett has to say and we didn't want to make it boring and continuous, so we added this bit in here. Also, this is what we consider to be the end of our opening, as it were, and it is typical for film titles to appear at the end of openings, so it was an ideal place to put it in. Yeah, so that's just a bit of an analysis of our opening and why we put the text where it was. And yeah.